We've all seen images like this, a tornado ravaging a neighborhood with horrific damage and perhaps injuries too. Typically, we see scenes like this in Kansas or Texas or Oklahoma. Not this time. This has been Bensalem Township, Bucks County, and this happened today. It is Thursday night, and the big story on Action News tonight is one, maybe two tornadoes running amok from the Lehigh Valley to Bucks County in central New Jersey. This is a live picture from Chopper 6 of a car dealership in Trevose that got pummeled by one of the twisters late today. The tornado actually tossed some of the vehicles around like toys and caused obvious damage, severe damage to the structure. We have fanned out across the area to show the impact of these twisters. Meteorologist Cecily Tynan is standing by in the studio with the full story from AccuWeather. Bob Brooks is live in Slatington in Lehigh County. Dan Quayer is in Buckingham Township in Bucks County, and Christy Leto is live in Trevose, also Bucks County. Christy, let's start with you, where there is both severe damage to residential and commercial properties like that dealership. Christy.
That's right, Jim. It appears the specific area along Street Road bore the brunt of the storm. I want to pan over so that you guys can see the Buick GMC building from the ground. Part of the roof actually lifted off. You can see a lot of the windows have been blown out. It's a similar story here, and the building next to it for the Volvo, a lot of the windows there also blown out. But to really give you guys an idea of just how powerful these storms were, how powerful the winds were, I want you guys to take a look at this flagpole over here. That's metal that's been bent. That shows you just how strong a lot of these winds were. It came toppling on top of these parked cars, and that's pretty much the scene throughout this dealership.
We heard this loud bang in the middle of the parking lot, and it blew right through the windows, blew through everything.
Victor Rivera was inside the Faulkner Mazda dealership when the National Weather Service says a tornado touched down in Trevose. The 4400 block of Street Road Thursday night quickly becoming ground zero.
My mom got under the table, and I kind of just held her in my arms. I watched the glass implode and the ceiling fall in, and everything kind of caved in from there.
The storm so strong it flipped cars, uprooted utility boxes, bent metal light poles, and sent them crashing onto dealership vehicles. The windows of the Volvo dealership blown out, and part of the roof lifted off the Buick building.
The Faulkner area just looked like a TV show. It just looked like a bomb went off. I mean, it's gone.
Behind the dealership, parts of the Penn Valley Mobile Home Park nearly level.
This is very surreal and emotional.
Uprooted trees, down power lines, and part of a car bumper lodged into the skirting of David Panagua's family mobile home.
Literally trees were down everywhere. There was skirting down. There was, debris everywhere. Looked like, honestly, like the movie Twister.
As for Rivera, the physical scars are minor.
Just rattled and cut off from glass.
And like many who were inside, counting their blessings that they can walk away from what could have been a deadly encounter. You're very lucky to be alive, though.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it a little more now.
Yeah, back out here live, it's remarkable that customers, employees, and residents in the area were able to walk away from all of this. Some of them were even treated on the scene, but most seem to be pretty rattled, understandably so. Now, PECO is also on scene here to secure the buildings along with the firefighters and also cut the power. But if you're keeping track, this is the third storm in 15 days to this specific area of Bucks County. Live here in Bucks County, Christy Leto, Channel 6, Action News. Jim?
Thank you, Christy. Let's go live to Action News reporter Dan Quayer in Buckingham Township. Dan, Bucks County seemed to be ground zero for much of the tornado damage, and you've seen more than your share.
Jim, this tornado packed quite a punch, and some people telling us they were hiding in basements as it blew through here, that it sounded loud, that it was like a freight train as it left behind a wide path of destruction. Ridgeview Drive, as you can see behind me, is closed due to a large number of downed power lines and trees. Action News viewer Vikrat Verma shot this dramatic footage as a storm blew through the Bensalem Bucks County area, leaving behind a path of destruction. Matt Maximuk owns a 100-acre farm in Buckingham.
Like they said, it was like a freight train. It just, all kinds of noise, and then all of a sudden the trees started coming down, and my son was down below in the shop and didn't know what was going on. It was a mess.
In nearby Plumstead, a giant 50 to 60-foot tree came crashing down on a garage as a frightened homeowner sat nearby in her log cabin.
It sounded like a bomb went off because things were hitting the house. I mean, our umbrellas from our pool, the stuff on the deck, things were blowing all around. It was very scary. And the damage is way more than like when Sandy was around here and the winds were bad. We had trees come down there, but nothing like this.
The sound of chainsaws could be heard all through the area as people tried to cut pathways to get through, and power crews worked to repair power lines, which were a mess. This, as people talked about what had just happened.
And the sound almost was like a freight train, and I could see, kind of the storm and I think it was a tornado that touched down, followed a tree line, snapped 4 to 5 trees. We ran to the basement, and then after we took cover, we came back up. And if you could make your way up here, it's just amazing. There's just a straight line of complete destruction, trees down, and we're just thankful. I think neighbors are okay. We're okay as well.
Yes, indeed. Bensalem police say there are multiple road closures, including the complete closure of Street Road from Richelieu to Trevel's Road, Old Lincoln Highway from Route 1 to Bristol. The area of Lincoln Park has also been closed to all traffic, so be prepared for a lot more of that as crews work to clear the mess left behind by this tornado. We're live here in Buckingham Township, Bucks County. I'm Dan Cuellar, Channel 6 Action News. Jim?
Thank you, Dan. From the Delaware Valley to the Lehigh Valley, Action News reporter Bob Brooks is live in Slatington. And Bob, what did you see in your travels tonight?
Well, Jim, right now we're in the parking lot of Northern Lehigh High School, and right behind me here, I'm going to show everyone, these are bleachers from the high school baseball field, about 100 feet away, not very close. They flew right into that back window here, the school bus, shattering that window. But the damage, Jim, it was in several places, and we begin our coverage over in Weissenberg Township. The damage was widespread across the Lehigh Valley. Our first stop was in Weissenberg Township in the 4300 block of Golden Key Road. The heavy equipment had to be brought out to lift trees off a minivan that toppled over onto it. The end result, a smashed-in windshield. Luckily, officials there say the driver was okay.
Tore everything up.
Jim Stanley lives next door. His kid's play set was toppled over and snapped. His trampoline, which was originally in the backyard, wound up in the front yard. His neighbor's barn roof was also partially torn off.
The power kicked out, and then we've seen everything flying around.
Next, about 30 minutes away at the Slatington Airport, owner Roger Sell says something nasty came through.
We got about 30-some airplanes here and hangars and stuff, a couple tied down. The one that was tied down didn't fare too well.
This was that plane. After it was lifted off the ground, it eventually came crashing down in the field next to the runway, and part of its landing gear broke off. And back here at Northern Lehigh High School, the baseball field dugout roof will need to be replaced, as will the bleachers there and a school bus window. Whatever it was that came through here picked up the bleachers and tossed them into the bus. It also ripped up several trees on the property as well. And Jim, a live look at some more, a bigger portion of the bleachers that flew over from that baseball field. And again, it's not very close. Now, there were some local officials here at the high school inspecting the damage. They say tomorrow they expect teams with the National Weather Service to come out here and try and figure out what exactly blew through. Now, reporting live in Slatington, Bob Brooks, Channel 6 Action News. Jim.
Thank you, Bob. Cecily Tynan was on the air for hours along with Brittany Boyer early tonight, tracking the tornado warnings and then evidence of at least one tornado, perhaps two. Cecily, at one point you said this was different than anything you had ever seen before. What did you mean by that?
Oh, Jim, I think I mentioned that when I saw the debris cloud and I showed it, the debris ball on the air, and that only happens when you have large, powerful tornadoes that stay on the ground for a while. Typically, the tornadoes we get in this area, they're very weak, they touch down briefly, and they move back up and they fall apart. And this was not the case tonight. This shows you what the radar looked at like at 4 o'clock. This is when we had the first tornado warnings in Berks County, in Lehigh County, and then we had a pretty extensive signature at 6 o'clock in Montgomery County, and I mentioned that could become a tornado warning. It did in Bucks County, also the Trenton area dealing with tornado warnings, and then Ocean County near Barnegat Light. Later on tonight between 9 and 9:30, another tornado likely touched down there, some extensive damage. So we're talking about the potential for several tornadoes. Weissenberg Township, now this one in Lehigh County, this is possible, that was radar indicated. But we had confirmed tornadoes, New Hope into Trenton, another one, Bensalem, Trevose area, and then a third, Waretown, Ocean County into Barnegat Light. A lot of people are going to be cleaning up for several days. We also had some heavy rain, some areas 4 to 4.5 inches of rain, so flash flood warnings continue until about 12:30, 12:45 for parts of Burlington County and Ocean County as well. Now looking ahead, We need some quiet weather. That's happening. Tomorrow we have a refreshing breeze pulling down low humidity. Gorgeous start to the weekend. Next chance of storms coming Sunday evening. I'll talk more about that in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Jim?
Thanks, Cecily. And we urge you to get the latest alerts and warnings on 6abc.com. There you can also view more video and photos of the damage from tonight's storms.